Hi everyone, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor. How you doing today? Hey, I want to talk to you about how you think about things and why that's so important to your real estate business. If we really think about what happens when we get into real estate, the natural tendency is we look around at what all the other real estate agents are doing and we copy it. Think about that. I mean, at least that's true for me. I had no sales experience, right? I'd never sold anything in my life before. So when I got into real estate, the natural thing for me to do, and probably for you, is to look around at what all the other real estate agents are doing, and you believe that that is the thing to do. See, we call these paradigms. And not only do we as individuals have paradigms, but entire industries have paradigms. And as we know, the real estate industry is operating with a very old paradigm. Most of the coaches and trainers out there today are teaching you the same stuff they've been teaching for 20 or 30 years. So it's very important for us to understand that how we think about things, okay, controls what we do, and what we do controls the results that we get. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about the power of paradigms. You see, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is really this self-imposed prison that we live in. Your paradigm controls your thoughts, and your paradigm, how is it formed? Your paradigm is really formed by all the experiences you've had in your life. So the way you were raised by your parents, your first day at school, all your experiences through school, your first date, all the jobs that you've had before you got into real estate, and then all these experiences that you've had as a real estate agent, they form your paradigm. Okay, this is how you see the world, right? This is how you look at things. And so it's very important to understand that this paradigm that you have controls how you see the world. It controls how you think about things. That's why when we say, we tell you something that's very different, like go do this in your real estate business, many real estate agents immediately judge that idea because it's different, right? It's different than the way they think about things. And because it's a different approach, they tend to push that away and say, well, that idea is wrong. Have you ever caught yourself doing that, like immediately judging an idea that's wrong just because it's different than the way you think, or it's different than the way you're currently doing things? Let me give you an example. Why do you eat the food that you eat? You know, really think about something basic like, why do you eat the food that you eat? I mean, who decided on what food you're going to eat? Was this your parents? Was it your grandparents? I mean, we'd have to go way back in generations just to figure out like why we eat the food that we eat. And then we go to a different country and they would say, hey, would you like to try this food? And you know, we might say, oh, no, I don't like it. And they would say, well, have you ever tried this before? And we'd say no. And they'd say, well, how do you know you don't like it? Oh, I just know I don't like it. So even the food we eat, the way we think, these are all paradigms, right? So if you want to do better next year, you've got to not keep doing what you're doing, right? Real estate agents come to me and they say, I want to get better results. Well, to get better results, it means you can't keep doing what you've been currently doing, right? You have to change. And it means if you're going to change and start doing different things, that you have to start thinking differently, right? Your paradigm controls what you think about controls what you do, and what you do controls the results that you get. So if you want to get different results, what that really means, if we back up the bus, it means you have to start thinking about things differently. This is why when you get involved with the Craig Proctor system, we introduce you to real estate agents that are much bigger thinkers, right? These are real estate agents that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, not in a year. They're making millions of dollars in gross commission income a year. When you start to hang around with people that are thinking bigger and having different thoughts, then it affects you, right? You start to think differently. Remember when our parents told us, if you hang around bad people, maybe bad things will happen. But if you hang around good people, maybe good things will happen. Well, there's a lot of truth in that. So I want to introduce you to big thinkers. I want to introduce you to real estate agents that are doing the things that you want to do. And what you'll find is they think quite differently. So these old paradigms that we have, all the crap that you've been taught when you got into real estate, it kind of pulls you back, right? Because when you're introduced to a new idea, the old paradigm doesn't like that. The old paradigm wants to pull you back. The old paradigm wants to control you. It doesn't like change. But again, you're never going to get to the other side. You're never going to get the thing that you want if you continue to keep thinking the way you're thinking and doing the things that you're going to do. I mean, it sounds really simple, right? If you want to do better next year, you can't keep doing what you're doing. What you're doing is getting you the results that you're getting. And you're saying, I don't want those results. I don't like those results. Well, we got to change the paradigm, okay? If you ever have attended one of my 3-day events, I work a lot on mindset. I work a lot on paradigm on day one, okay? When I'm with hundreds or thousands of realtors, I kind of joke around and I say, look, what we're going to do here this morning is we're going to challenge all your beliefs, all the crap that you've been taught. We're going to challenge that, and we're going to talk about, why there's a better approach. And I warn everybody in the room, you're going to pull back, okay? You're going to push back on change, because that's very normal. And so part of the process really is, I explain to the audience what I'm going to do here this morning is I'm going to gently pull your head off your body, and then we're going to clean out all that old stuff in your head and then pop your head back on your neck again. The mindset stuff is so important. I didn't appreciate this when I first got into real estate. I thought honestly it was kind of all fluff or BS, but I've got to say this is a very, very important part of things. One of the things that may be holding you back from true success in your real estate business is your paradigm, okay? And it's not your fault. Look, we all live in self-imposed prisons, including me, okay? It's how we see the world. There's many times in my life where there were big opportunities, but I just didn't see the big opportunities. They were there the whole time, but because I was locked into this paradigm, like almost like a set of blinders on me, I couldn't see the opportunity. So that's what I'd like to introduce you to. I want to introduce you to new and different ways of doing things. Why is it that you do things the way you do it right now? Is it the best way? Sure, it's the way you're doing it. It's the way you've been taught to do it. A big part of the Craig Proctor system is we push it back against industry norms. Okay, mostly everything that everyone else is doing, there's a better way to do it. Okay, but we look around at everyone else and we believe, oh, well, that must be the way to do it because everyone else is doing it that way. Look at 80% of real estate agents fail in this business before their 5th anniversary. How can we defend the old paradigm, the old way of doing things, if the real estate industry as a whole has an 80% failure rate? I want to introduce you to big thinkers. How many of you would be interested in even having a phone call with me? Just a call where I would ask you a bunch of questions about what you do and why you do it that way. And what usually comes out is, well, here's how I do it, and I do it this way because that's the way my broker told me to do it, or the other agents in my office is doing. This is the normal way of doing it. And it's kind of funny because as you're describing what you do, it's easy to poke holes in what you're doing and come up with better ways of doing it. So it's a great process to analyze what you're doing, why you're doing it, and I'll give you some ideas on better ways to do it. And you won't be able to argue. I'll be able to prove to you there's much better ways of doing the things that you're doing. We always want to be challenging things, but you've got to be open-minded. Okay, you've got to understand that we all have paradigms. You've got to understand the power of paradigms. Okay, we want you to step into a new paradigm. We want to show you what the top real estate agents in the country are doing. We want you to question everything that you're doing. I want to introduce you to people that you're not talking to right now. I want you to start thinking thoughts that you're not thinking, because I want you to start doing things that you're not already doing. Now, if you'd like to jump on a call with me, it's really easy. We'll have someone type it in. If someone could type it into the comments below, all you have to do is go to proctorcall.com. My name, proctorcall.com, and you can set a day and a time. We'll jump on, have a quick conversation. This will not be a sales job. I'll talk to you about, we'll ask you a bunch of questions about your business, how you're doing things, why you're doing things that way, and I'll give you some ideas of different and arguably much better ways of doing it. And then you can decide, hey, would I like to work with Craig on a longer term basis? Or if not, at least I gave you some great information on our call together. It's up to you to decide, but it's proctorcall.com. I hope you enjoyed this today. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you all soon. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.